The silence of the night shattered, not by a scream, but by a sound far worse, a wet, rhythmic thump drag, like something heavy and unnatural being pulled across the floorboards below. My eyes snapped open, heart hammering against my ribs. This wasn't a dream. A cold dread seeped into my bones, colder than the midnight air. The sound continued, a sickening cadence that seemed to echo from the very depths of the house. It was coming from the living room, directly beneath my bedroom. I strained my ears, trying to rationalize it. A branch? The old house settling? But no, this was deliberate, a slow, methodical movement. A primal fear, long buried, began to claw its way to the surface. Hesitantly, I swung my legs over the side of the bed, the floorboards groaning a protest under my weight. The thump drag paused, then resumed, closer now. It was as if whatever was down there knew I was awake, knew I was listening. A sliver of moonlight pierced the curtains, casting long, distorted shadows across my room. I crept to the door, every muscle tensed, every nerve screaming. The air grew heavy, thick with an unseen presence. Through the crack in the door, I saw it. A shadow, impossibly tall and gaunt, detached from any discernible source, glided across the living room. It moved with an unnatural fluidity, a silent predator in the suffocating darkness. Then came the scratching. A dry, cottonous scrape against the wall, followed by a low, guttural whisper that seemed to vibrate through the very foundations of the house. It wasn't words, but a sound of pure, ancient malice. My breath hitched. The scratching intensified, a frantic, desperate sound, as if something was trying to claw its way out of the walls. The shadow paused, its form seeming to ripple, to grow in the oppressive gloom. Panic seized me. I needed light, anything to dispel the terror. My hand fumbled for the switch, fingers trembling, sweat beading on my brow. The thump drag resumed, faster now, closing in. With a desperate lunge, I slammed my palm onto the switch. The room exploded in a blinding flash of light, momentarily searing my retinas. And then I saw it. Not a shadow, but a thing of nightmares. It stood directly in front of me, a grotesque parody of a child, impossibly tall, its limbs elongated and twisted. Its skin was a mottled gray, stretched taut over a skeletal frame, and its eyes were bottomless pits of black, reflecting no light, only an ancient, consuming hunger. It was the boogeyman's son, and it had come for me. The world went black. The morning sun, indifferent and bright, streamed through the living room window. Dust motes danced in the golden light, illuminating the scene. I lay sprawled on the floor, eyes wide and unseeing, a rictus of terror frozen on my face. My body was cold, stiff, locked in a rigor mortis embrace. The only sound was the gentle hum of the refrigerator, a stark contrast to the silence of my final scream. If you dare to delve deeper into the shadows, if you crave the chilling embrace of the unknown, then share this tale. Subscribe for more terrifying encounters, and comment below with your own darkest fears. Let the nightmares begin.